Before Señor Columbus discovered the New World, the continent was actually heavily populated with Aztecs, Mayan, Incas and Olmecs, among others. The first astrological convention was actually held in Mayan in the year 700 AD. The predictions at this astrological convention were so precise that some of them are still true today. The Aztecs were also well known for their unusual rituals, and they adopted human sacrifice because they believed that the sun would stop turning and the universe would cease to exist if human blood was not constantly being offered to the gods.
We're at the majestic Thornbury Theatre for the Victorian State Salsa titles. Natalie Montano and Sharon Peer have been working hard to organise this event.
It is a great event. It's the only one that we have of its kind in Victoria. It's only an annual event. It's once a year, and the people who compete at this event, who actually win this event, actually go on to represent Melbourne in the national level salsa championship, which is the Australian Salsa Classic, run up in Sydney in August. Because it's such a high caliber event and it's actually linked with the Australians, it's really important for the Melbourne dance scene to have events like this to push dancers beyond the skill level that we're already at.
So why have we chosen the Thornbury Theatre tonight?
Well, because of the high quality event and what it's all about, and I think the actual venue is so sophisticated and elegant, and I think it just suits the actual event itself, and it's just a beautiful venue, and I'm sort of glad we sort of stumbled on it, so it's fantastic. Everyone sort of commented on it and how great it is, so we're happy to have it here.
The caliber this year is phenomenal. We have tripled the number of competitors, and in fact we have a lot of full-time professional salsa dancers competing this year, which is an excellent thing for the salsa scene here. It just means that the level of dancers here is growing exponentially. It's fantastic.
I'm here backstage to see how the dancers are channeling their nervous energy into killer dance moves.
I've been dancing salsa for 5 years and counting.
I think I have what it takes. I believe I do anyway.
I'm not sure about winning, but we just want to give it our best shot. It doesn't really matter what the scores are, we just want to give it our best.
To catch our breath and talk to the toughest critics, the audience.
I'm just astounded. The routines are amazing. The costumes are great. It's hard. I'd hate to be one of the judges, so I'm just having a ball. It's just fantastic. I'd go again, actually.
What have you guys thought about the competition here tonight?
I think it's been some amazing music, some amazing dancing, and lots of fun.
I can't believe the moves that some of the people moved. I was amazed.
Have you guys picked up on any moves that you want to try and do yourself?
Maybe one or two, but I can't tell. We'll be giving it away.
What a sexy, sassy finale. Good luck to our Victorian winners who go on to compete in the National State Salsa Finals.
today I'm at Lulo Tapas Bar and Restaurant when I'm going to be trying some fantastic tapas with a bit of a twist. Matt Waldron, owner and chef. Tell me about the ingredients that you use here at the restaurant.
Ingredients that we use here are imported either from Spain or South America, and then we just kind of, I suppose, fill in the gaps with some, seasonal produce, modernise some of the dishes that we do, and make them nice and clean and fresh flavours.
You come from a fine dining background, right?
Because of the working of fiddly food, I suppose, with fine dining, when it comes to tapas, it's very similar. So we've just kept that sort of feel.
Your wife's from Colombia. Does she give you much influence?
She's got the reputation for almost being the executive chef here with the official tasting.
Have you put much of your own personal influence into the Spanish tapas that you do?
Yes, I believe I have. I might use some traditional imported ingredients, traditional method, but I might present it a different way or change the concept maybe slightly, but it still has the taste.
Well, I want to try some of your style of tapas. So how about we go in the kitchen and we'll do a bit of cooking?
Okay. Today we're going to be cooking some morcilla, or morcilla, what they would say in Spain. This is more of a Colombian recipe that I learned. We use yellowfin tuna, which is a sashimi grade, which we've cured with Lagoya sherry, which is a nice dry style sherry.
Marinated for how long?
4 hours.
4 hours.
So here's some scallops as well today, and just roll them in some pistachio piccata with some sofrito sauce.
So you put a little bit of salt in the pan first,
yep,
just so that it sticks to it, right?
Yeah, so what we wanted to do from a good morcilla is to get a bit of crunch on the outside. The salt helps actually dry that out.
That sausage that's been pre-cooked already?
Yeah, it's poached in a salt water solution for about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay. So all you're doing is just sealing it, basically?
All we're doing is sealing it, yeah. Oh. So yeah, again, a little bit of sea salt. This tuna takes not very long to cook. We'll probably cook it for a total maybe a minute in the pan.
The tuna, you say it's sashimi grade tuna?
It means really, something obviously that a sushi chef would be happy with to serve raw.
Okay.
Nice, tight, deep red, dark flesh.
What are you going to be serving the tuna with?
With a white gazpacho, which is called ajo blanco, which is made from almonds and sherry vinegar and olive oil.
So with the scallops, also having rare?
Yep, that's kind of the idea. It comes from the fine dining background again, cooking your produce properly.
So you season the pan first?
Yes, we do. And we season the scallops with some cracked pepper and sea salt.
And then you
roll them. Then we'll take out the scallops and we'll roll them in a pistachio piccata, and we'll put them on top of a sofrito sauce. Taking our scallops, putting them straight into the pistachio piccata. This is just some sofrito sauce.
So you got capsicums, onion. So that's it? This is how you serve it?
Yep, that's it.
What, squeeze a little bit of lemon on top? And
yep, basically you could mix up a little salad if you like.
So what do we got here?
Shaved fennel, yeah.
And
we have some julienne apple.
And the dressing?
Just a basic sort of lemon and olive oil. And we're just arranging the morcilla here.
Okay, so we have morcilla, we have scallops.
This is just some confit potato.
For the ones that don't know what confit potatoes are.
Basically we've slow cooked the potato in some olive oil, and then we've just peeled it and sliced it. These are white anchovies from Spain. Marinated fresh. They're not as salty as probably what you expect. They're actually quite fresh and lovely. Now we're just going to slice the tuna very thin. So we like to use some fresh herbs. This is sherbet, some nice olive oil.
So these are also your famous prawn lollipops, right?
That's right.
And they're rubbed in
quinoa.
You also have some cassava, which you're gonna turn into chips.
Yep, that's right.
So now we're gonna fry the juca and the prawns.
Yep. We'll fry the juca till they're golden brown. Nice and crispy. And pretty much the same with the prawns.
So it looks like we're ready to eat.
With the juca, we just sprinkle some salt and some smoked paprika with the roasted tomato sauce, and it has to be nice and golden and crunchy. I tell people that this is the most crunchiest chip you'll ever try.
So we got Spanish beer on tap here.
Yes, Estrella de Galicia.
Estrella de Galicia, oye, muchas gracias. Matt, Michelle, it's been a pleasure being here. The food looks, smells and tastes fantastic. I strongly recommend this place, it's delicious. To everyone, to you guys, thank you very much. Salud.
Salud. After the break, join me as I chat to Julie de Cuba of Latin Lover.